some, and I took it to my church and I use it there, and it's like the bottle is just half. So it's like something that will be used for the longest while. I don't know what I'm happy for that. That I won't have to replace it.
Mm-hmm.
So that is, I can really recommend it. You just a tip on your finger, and it does the
Right.
job. So, and of course, I'm spreading the news as much as I can of the products that I'm using. I'm using a lot of them. But as I said, I
Mm-hmm.
don't have any health issue as such, so I can't really point out anything special
And that's
for that.
understandable.
Yes. So
Well, that's
all
still
I
an
can do, as I
area.
said, is just keep on spreading the good news, and that I will forever do, and keep on using the products as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it, Miss Knowledge. And trust me, I must say I would be beside myself if I don't say I'm really thankful for this company, because it helped me to lift my spirit, and it
Okay.
helps me to move on with my life, and I'm in high spirits. And thank you guys very much. Really appreciative. Always, I always pray for blessings for all of us, and that we'll work together in unity and continue to support each other when the need arises. Thank you. It's not
You're
bad.
welcome. Okay.
Amen.
Uh,
Thank you.
Amen. I would like to just um, speak about, the other morning on my prayer line, we were talking about rubies, and how rubies are, buried under the earth, but the sun, the sun, is able to shine down through rocks and gravel, through everything, to shine light on the rubies. And the rubies, and that's what turns the color of the rubies. There's something in the rubies that when the sun hits them, the sunlight, and who can imagine that the sun would be able to go through a mountain and access a ruby and turn it colors, and rubies absorb light and they also reflect light. And it just reminded me of a conversation that I had about chlorophyll and light. And we, in our spirulina product, spirulina has chlorophyll in it. And we know that spirulina alkalizes our body, and it's just good for so many different things in our health. But spirulina is photosynthetic also, because it has that chlorophyll, and chlorophyll absorbs photons, which are units of light energy. So when we are taking our spirulina, we are getting light energy. But there's a process in our bodies. Uh, there's something in our bodies called mitochondria, which is the power cell of our bodies. It powers everything. It creates ATP, which is energy that causes things to happen and to move, like muscles and stuff in our body. So that when we take our spirulina, the mitochondria that God gave each one of us is able to access and to get the light. There's a light process that takes place whenever you're taking your spirulina. There's a light process, an energetic process that takes place that causes your body to be alkaline, causes your body to be healed, strengthens the insides of your body. And when we talk about, Neverlet started out talking about regeneration, but this is how that regeneration begins to occur. And isn't it wonderful that we live in this, we've been called to live in such a time as this, where we have understanding of how things work. And so I just want to encourage everyone to take your spirulina, because you are absorbing light. You are absorbing light. So we are participating in the process, in a process that God set forth for our healing. And he said the leaves of the trees and the herbs of the field were for our healing. And so now we have this fantastic company called Atomy that has harnessed and gathered together the best herbs, the uncontaminated ones from around the world, and put them into all of these fantastic supplements for us to take that will enhance the light of God that's in us for our healing. And so I just wanted to say that, because we're talking about regeneration. And the same thing with the herbs, the green herbs and the flowers and plants that is in there. Hemohim, that when we take the hemohim, there's a process in our bodies that promotes healing, and it brings in the light only comes from God. And so we have that encapsulated. So it's just important. Go ahead and continue to take your supplements, those things that you need for your health, wherever you are. But I really want to encourage everybody, take your spirulina. If you have a chronic health condition ongoing, take your hemohim, and encourage other people to do that as well. Back to you, Novelette.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well said, Maria. Thank you, thank you. I loved how you brought in the regeneration with that, because really that's what all these products are doing as we take them. That is why we'll see someone that started with Atomy, and 5 years later, when you see them, it's like a whole new person. The face, the body, everything looks different, because these products are really working from the inside out, and that's what you need. Because restoration and regeneration, everything starts from the inside out. As you put good, healthy food, good, healthy plant-based supplements that we have here, it goes in and it starts the healing process, the regeneration, kickstarting all your cells, getting everything to work in unison the way God created it to be. That's when we start to see the changes in our bodies. And people will start telling you, oh my gosh, I feel younger. I'm looking younger. Not just in the face, but they go, oh my gosh, my hands, my thighs, my legs, I'm looking younger. And they're feeling it as well. Because you're going to feel the difference with your energy as you start taking it. And that's how you know a product is working. If you start to feel energized, because as Maria brought up, the mitochondria, all these things are slowly coming back to life. And that's where your healing starts. Healing starts with that energy. Once you start to feel that energy, that's how you know your healing process has started. And that's what I let my people know. And that's the first thing people will say they feel when they take that hemoheme. They're like, oh my gosh, I have so much energy. I was cooking and cleaning all day and doing this and doing that. Yes, that's one of the first signs that a product is doing its job for you. And that's why I absolutely love hemoheme. And then the vitamin C does that too. The spirulina is going to help with that. Even we don't talk a lot about the pomegranate beauty, but it does wonders for the body. And I wanted to go into some of these products today, but yeah. So did anyone else have anything they wanted to talk about, hear about? Hello. I know there are people on here and we don't know everything. That's why we're asking if there's anything you would like to hear discussed this morning. Feedback.
Yeah. Can you hear me? This is
Yes, I can.
I wanted to know if anyone had tried the product with Hung Sum Dan.
Oh yeah. So that's the Yeah, that's the Korean red ginseng. And actually the Korean red ginseng is the #1 selling product in Korea, and then hemoheme. The ginseng has always been the #1 selling product in the Asian communities for centuries because of what it does for the body. Let me go to it. I had the detergent up, which I can speak about at a later date, at a later time today. So it helps with, come on. Where am I? Healthcare. So that gives you a ton of energy as well. It is granular. It comes in little packets like the vitamin C. But it helps with memory. I'm trying to find my paperwork on it here so I can go over some of it. It does help with memory. And I know it's an acquired taste.
Cancer fighter.
Yes, very, very much so. And I know it's acquired taste for a lot of individuals, but I use it to make tea. That's one of the things that I do with it. I make tea with it in the morning, and I'm telling you, you put that in and the energy you get is truly unbelievable. But as Maria said, it's a powerful cancer fighter. Go ahead, Maria. It also helps with memory.
Right. It helps with a lot of different things and processes in your body. It's really good to take along with your hemoheme because it boosts your immune system as well.
Yes, packed full of antioxidants.
Right. With the antioxidants that it has in it, it's going to help any type of condition that you have, including helping you to sleep.
Yeah.
Let me let these people into the room. Hold on. There we go.
Okay, great. I was about to do that.
There we go. We are triple multitasking today, you guys. We are multitasking.
So it has so it helps with your brain function. So for those who, have memory, any type of memory challenge going on, it's a great product to add along with that. It is also shown to help with erectile dysfunction in men. So what they're saying is they did not need Viagra because of what it does for the blood circulation for men in that regard. As Maria mentioned, and we talked about, it helps to boost your immune system, cancer fighting.
And it helps to regulate the blood pressure and cholesterol levels. So it has a lot of benefits. A lot of benefits.
So have you used it or recommended to people and they've used it and they've spoken on the results?
Me personally, I've not had anyone that's used it for any major health challenges. I have customers that use it because I explain the health benefits. But go ahead, Maria.
Well, I was just going to say that Dr. Walita and Dr. Joy have put it in the health package for high blood pressure. It's also in the health package for men. It is also included a health package for women. It's in just about every health package with the protocols that they have come up with, and we highly regard them for their expertise. So it's in the health package for diabetes. We have a lot of different health packages that they have put together for us, and in just about every one of them, it's in there. So if y'all, so that's something that you really want to consider to have it. Just have it handy, have it at your house. Just it's good. It's good stuff. And like Novelet said, Asian people have been using ginseng, Hang Sum Dam for centuries. I remember when I was a teenager hearing about it. And I used to take it because I started taking supplements at an early age. I think I was like 18 or 19 years old. And when I began, and I've always had a budget since that time, since I was 19, for supplements and health and herbs. Always have had a budget for that. Put it in my budget. So it was easy for me to come to Atomy and, participate in all of the fantastic supplements that Atomy has, because it's such an upgrade. A lot of stuff that people get out here from Walmart and even from some of the health food stores have a lot of binders and fillers, and a very low, some of them, not all of them, have a very low percentage of the active ingredient. And that active ingredient is what is going to that is going to cause that supplement to do what the claim is that it will do. If it has a very low percentage of it, you're not getting what you think you're getting. So we want to encourage and mention that to people that say, oh, well, I, get my supplements from this place or that place. Tell them to check the active ingredients and to check to see how many fillers and binders are in what they're getting, so that they can be aware that they're not all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says 100.
Actually, last year, the New York State Attorney General actually had a lot of products from a lot of these top stores that people are buying supplements from. He wanted them removed from the shelf because when they did a test on them, the concentration of whatever the benefits are supposed to be was so low. He said it was a crime for these products to be on the market. And it was a lot of these top supplement stores that GNC, all these stores were on the list. So I tend to show, if you guys can go Google it, that article is still there. And just keep that article to share. Also, red Korean ginseng, the red Korean ginseng is also great for menopause as well.
Right. I have a lot of people on that, people who take that, especially men. They love that red ginseng for erectile dysfunction and also for energy. For energy, if they're really, really busy and have a busy lifestyle, they take it for that. So that's recommended. I believe all men should be on that. Any, not just men, but we women too. But it's a great product.
Very great.
Yeah.
I have one question. Has anyone dealt with anyone that is on dialysis?
On the ginseng?
No, in general.
Oh, there are many testimonies with heme and dialysis patient. Actually, there was one from the Thursday night call, someone that was on dialysis that no longer needs to do that.
Were they just using the hemohim? Because
the main product is going to be that hemohim. The hemohim is the one that's going to do the job.
Right, but I know
the others are. Go ahead. Sorry.
And I apologize myself. Because I looked in the protocols and I didn't see anything for that. And I know that people on dialysis, I know their water intake is limited, but they are able to take like a pack of the hemohim.
I would suggest that, let me see, this is Thursday. So either Dr. Lalita or Dr. Joy will be on the call tonight to ask the doctors. And I would definitely try to get a consultation for that person with Dr. Lalita.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great. Anyone else?
This is Sylvia. Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I was invited by Apostle Helen Goswell Solomon. So this is my actual first meeting and I'm new to the business. So forgive me if I ask a question that has already been asked or may seem a little redundant. My question is for people who, because I try to be educated. I mean, I think it's very important to be educated on the products when, you're trying to get people to purchase certain products, especially the supplements, for basic, different ailments that they may have. So I know a lot of people who have a lot of joint pain, from like having hip replacement surgery, knee replacement surgery, or just older. Like I have a person that I signed up, she's in her mid-80s, and she had a test done where her bone was rubbing against bone because the cartilage in her hip pretty much is just, disseminated. And so I was trying to go on YouTube to get some product information. Is kind of hard on YouTube. It's kind of YouTube is a little all over the place. So I was wondering if there is a main product to start them off with for those who deal with like the joint pain specifically.
Yeah. I'm pulling it up on the screen right about now. It's our Tumorson.
Mm-hmm.
Just give it a little time. It's on our global website. So there is another website that's attached to the US website. These products come directly from Korea.
Uh-huh.
So this is it on the screen here. It's the Atomy Tumorson.
Okay.
And as it shows here for the joint,
Okay.
we have had many testimonies with Bone and Bone.
Oh,
Of course, along with the hemoheme.
okay.
And the plant calcium. You want the plant
Oh, yes.
calcium as well.
Mm-hmm.
And what she can also do at home, she can take the avocado seed and you can put it in the blender. It will grind up and she can put it in a shake, make a smoothie. She can put it in a smoothie and drink that. That will help with that.
As
That
well.
will help
Yeah.
greatly with that. That's something you
said
can
it's
do
called
at home.
It's called the avocado. You said avocado seed?
The
Yes.
seed within the avocado.
Oh,
Try to
okay.
get an organic avocado,
Mhm.
but the seed you just blend it in the blender, and you can mix it in any type of smoothie, preferably a green smoothie of some sort.
Oh,
And
okay.
just take that, do that every day, and that should help because it's a synovial fluid. It's like a fluid, like a gel that
Uh-huh.
is between the joints that you begin to kind of lose that, and that's when you start getting that bone on bone.
Mhm.
So you want to go ahead and do the smoothie, do our Tumorson to alleviate the pain, and it also Tumorson doesn't have MSM in it, Numblet. I believe it does. It has curcumin in it, which is the active
Yes.
ingredient in turmeric.
Mm-hmm.
But and then they have the MSM, and also I would suggest that when she does the Tumorson, to take some black pepper with it because it activates that turmeric. It makes it much more potent than doing it without the black pepper. Now I don't know if ours has black pepper in it, but just in case it doesn't, you want to do anytime you're doing a turmeric, you want to do some black pepper. So you want to do that, but I do suggest the avocado because it's going to help greatly as well.
Okay. And you said that that's under the
Also,
Atomy.
check
Tumorson is under the global.
the global. Yes. Are you familiar with the global website?
I don't think I've been to the global. No.
Okay, let me show you how to get there. So let me
Mhm.
go back to the main. So right on the left here where it says Atomy and United States, do you see the little drop down arrow right there?
Yes.
You click on that little drop down arrow and it opens up and you click on the at.gmall.
Oh, okay.
And once you click on it, it's going to take you over. Now, because I've gone here so many times, it's not going to ask me to choose my country. But if it's your first time going there, it's going to ask you to choose your country. Once
Okay.
you choose your country and you do, then it will take you into the product.
Okay.
Yes. Now,
And
also, one of the reasons too, dehydration can also cause that because, as Maria mentioned, that little sac in between the knees is supposed to have fluid in there. And a lot of times people are so chronically dehydrated, there's nothing there. It's all dried out. So water also makes a huge difference, increasing your water intake. I've experienced that because I started in this business with water, and I've experienced that many a times when people start having the hip replacement, these joint replacement, there are little sacs in there that has fluid in it. That's why hydration is so important, because we are water being.
Mm-hmm.
80% of our makeup of this body is water, but water is the most neglected supplement food that we put in our body. We take care of everything else except the water, and we are coming down with all these major health challenges because we're chronically dehydrated. They actually said when we die, we're almost down to 30% water in our body. And that's a huge difference from where we started off when we were born.
Mm.
So we really have to start paying it. And as we get older, the saddest part is as we get older, the mechanism that tells us that we are thirsty when we're young is not really functioning as we get older. So if we were not used to drinking water before, if it was not a part of our regular routine, then we're really going to be in trouble later, because we're really not going to drink it now because it was not something that our bodies used to consuming on a regular basis. I have a friend that's a paramedic, and he said 99.9% of the calls they get for the elderly leads back to dehydration. Actually, chronic dehydration. They're picking up elderly that's on the toilet, straining so hard that they pop something or whatever it is. But he said everything leads back to chronic dehydration in the body. So we really have to step up our water intake. It's going to make a marked improvement with our health.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Mm-hmm. Now, I wanted to go back to touch on I keep checking to see if my internet is back, unfortunately. I'll just leave it alone anyway. I wanted to go back and touch on our laundry detergent, because you guys will hear me talk about it all the time. I don't even know why I'm out of it. But a customer of mine, because I'm always, singing the praise about our laundry detergent. She's been using it now for a few months. And she said to me, Navlet, you're right. All my whites that were no longer white, I've noticed that every time I wash, they're becoming whiter and whiter. So she did a load this weekend, and she said, oh my gosh, as I'm folding my whites, my husband and I are going, these things are white again. She's like, they're back to being pearly white. And, she said, typically we're throwing out t-shirts and things like that, or we end up having to just wear them in the house because they're no longer white. But she's like, this laundry detergent has brought back all our whites are now white. That's the beauty of our detergent, because there are no fillers, no residue that's being left behind in your clothing. And at the same time, I'll tell everyone, this is what I tell all my people when I buy. I said, I want you to do me a favor. When you do your first load of laundry, I don't want you to dry them. I want you to leave them in the washing machine overnight. And they will all look at me like I'm crazy, because of course they know what's going to happen. You leave the clothes in the washing machine overnight, and the next day you go to take them out. If you forget that you did a load the day before and you go to put them in the dryer, they stink. You have to put them back. You have to run the machine again. And they would always call me the next day and go, oh my gosh, they're still fresh. How is that possible? Because we do not have any toxic chemical in our detergent. Now, I'm a powder person. This is the one I typically use. This has been my favorite forever. Now I'm going to try the Bubble O next because it's supposed to basically represent bleach, but not bleach, but it's going to do the job. Now, let me show you why I prefer powder over liquid.
No,
volume.
I have a quick question. And I actually bought the liquid detergent, but my washing machine is high efficiency, HE. So are all the detergents okay for a high efficiency washing?
Yes.
Okay.
All the detergents are, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
So with the powder, you get 233 wash as long as you follow the instruction, because most of us, we're used to these massive scoopers that come with these detergent, correct? So when you open up the Atomy detergent bag, you're seeing these small scoopers in there, and people they're like, are you sure you want me to use this little thing in a load? Yes. And see what happens. So they're always amazed that you use that small amount to get the job done. I actually have a nurse friend. She called me, and I wasn't aware of it at the time, that this was my first experience with it. And I didn't know to tell her not to overdo it. And she called me and she said, Miss Novelette, you neglected to tell me this. She said there was the laundry. There was sawdust all over her laundry room because she put so much in there. That machine overflowed. There was soap sud everywhere. So please don't overdo it. Follow the instruction. Don't, if it calls for one scoop for a certain load and you feel you might need to put a little extra, please don't go beyond 2, because our product is very concentrated and you will have to clean up if you overdo it. But it does an excellent job with your clothing. Your whites will stay white. You don't have to worry about the fillers or anything like that. And this is what our detergent is comprised of. You know, I've always told my people to slowly replace the toxic chemical with healthier product. But I love the word in Miss Carol used. Detox your home just like you're detoxing your body with hemoheme and spirulina and the ginseng and all those other products. We have to detox our home as well, because that is also a part of our health challenge. They're saying that our home is the most toxic place. Imagine that, because we go to the grocery store and we buy all these toxic chemicals and we bring them into our home. The Fabulosos that smell so great, that thing is killing us.
It is.
We bring bleach. I need to play that video again. We bring in the bleach, the Clorox bleach, all these different products. We're bringing in Windex. We have all these toxic products in our home. And you might not smell them, but that smell is still there, because when you go in the grocery store and you go down that aisle, that it hits you like a freight train. It's still in your home. So, and then, you know, the tub and tile, or what we put in our toilet or toilet to keep it nice and clean, all those things are contributing to our health. So go ahead.
I was just going to say about that. I am so tired of hearing and seeing, if I'm online, here's yet another report about how cancer causing these household products that we use to do our laundry and clean our homes and wash our dishes are, you know. But the amazing thing about our products is that, can I tell you why they're so great? It's because they are concentrated, they are derma tested by a world-class research institute that test the viability and the reliability and the safety of products. So that's what Atomy does. Our products are allergen free. So it's not, if you have allergies, if you have children that have allergies, you don't have to worry about it using our products. And then the ingredients, they have the natural soap ash in them. That increases the pH level of the water to make sure that your clothes get cleaner and to make sure that any harmful bacteria and viruses are washed out of your clothes. And it's amazing, the ingredients. Let me see what you have on that screen. That baking soda and that and the plant-based surfactants, all of that's really important. And it's really important. The baking soda is basically harmless to our bodies. It's not going to hurt us. And the plant-based surfactant, that is really good because it's going to get those stains out without using chemicals. Most of these products that are out here in the marketplace use chemicals that are harmful to our bodies. And then you know what? Did you know that your washing machine is subject to have mold? And so that
Yes.
when you wash your clothes, you're still putting on clothes that are filled with mold. And so, but the pine needle extract that's in there, it fights those microorganisms and it protects. It protects. So it makes sure that your washing machine doesn't have the mold. And so that's one of the things that I like. Some of the things that I like about our washing powder, and also the laundry sheets. And Novelette, you mentioned about the bleach before that people use. They go buy the bleach and it's got all of this chloride and all of these harmful ingredients in it. Where our power bubble is not a bleach; it's oxygen. It's oxygen. It's chlorine free, and that's what's so special about it. And then it has all of these different enzymes, and we're all familiar with enzymes, right? Because we know we have to have enzymes to digest our food. But these same enzymes, when they get on your clothes, they can stain your clothes. And so it's very stain removing because it does have 5 different types of enzymes in our um, power bubble, O2 power bubble that we use to whiten and brighten our clothes. And so it's really important because these are non-toxic, safe ingredients, plant-derived ingredients that are in our laundry detergents, even our fabric softener. Same thing with the fabric softener. So you want to be using these, like Miss Carol says, and we always gonna quote Miss Carol: detoxify your home. Don't just detoxify your body. Detoxify your home. Our fabric softener smells really, really good. Doesn't have any artificial flavors. Another really bad poisoner that's in a lot of laundry detergents that are in the marketplace is that fluorescing whitening agent, right? Well, ours doesn't have that. That whitening agent, that brightening agent that makes your whites look like they're blue instead of white, that's because it's a poison. And when you use it, you're putting it on your body. When you lie on your sheets on your bed and you've washed them with something that has that fluorescence in it, then you're sleeping in it. And so we want to be mindful. We want to be mindful of that. So back to you, Novelette.
I'd like to mention about the washing powder as well because I used that was like one of the first things I bought besides the Hemohim. Because I was making my own with with like that Fells Spar soap and uh, borax and baking soda. And so when I saw the Atomy one, I said, I switched immediately, and I have the oxygen brightener, and I don't even need a spot remover. Like I have my grandkids sometimes, and last week I had them, and my granddaughter had some um, beige, almost white pants, and they were dirty like, and all. Um, I put a tad bit of the dishwashing liquid on the spot, but when I washed they came out nice and bright, clean. So I definitely, you know, realize how good the laundry products are.
I'm glad you mentioned that dishwashing liquid because I literally use that to clean the toilets in the house and the bathtubs, everything. Wash the car. Uh, it is wash the floors. You can use it if you're in a commercial establishment where you have to meet commercial standards for your food and cooking. You can use it. It's classified in that manner also. And then back to talking about our O2 oxygen, so-called so-called bleach. That's not a bleach. It's a great disinfector. It's going to disinfect not almost all of E. coli, 99.9%. It gets rid of staph, the staph germ, and pneumonia. It kills those things. And so we need to make sure you're using that all of our products, our fabric softener, our O2 power bubble, and any of our laundry detergents. And as was just mentioned, our dishwashing detergent that you can also use to clean your fruits and vegetables. You can use it for that. I use it for that. I do a double cleanse because I first clean with vinegar and then I come back and finish with soaking them, my fruits and vegetables in the Atomy dishwashing detergent and then rinsing them really, really well. So you want to do that because the fruits and vegetables, most of them or have been sprayed unless you're doing your own gardening.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great job.
In addition to what Miss Maria just said, with regards to the dishwashing liquid, it can be used to, mention was made about Windex. We can use this instead of the Windex and we can use it in general cleaning because I've done it and it has worked wonders. So, this is something that I can really recommend.
Oh yeah.
And Miss Novet, I realize that it's two Sylvias now. How are you going to differentiate us? Number one and two?
I guess so.
So I'll
It's
be
hi
number one
Novelet, it's
because I've
Myrna.
been on it. Huh?
Just put your
Pardon me?
last name. Put the last name.
Miss Navlet, just say number
Yes,
one.
yes.
I'll know that is me because I've been on it for a
You're the
while.
first one. Okay.
Right.
You're
Okay.
funny, Miss Sylvie.
Yeah, we have to put some fun, inject some fun.
Okay. There was someone else that was saying something. Go
Y-
ahead.
Yes, Novelet, it's Myrna. Myrna Santos,
Hi.
how are you?
Oh, I'm
I'm
doing great.
uh,
And you?
I'm just listening to you guys today. It's been a long time I don't get on. Concerning the laundry detergent, the powder one, I
Mm-hmm.
always tell my people that because some of my friends they love when their laundry detergent make a lot of suds because they feel
Yeah.
like the soap, the suds is what does the washing of the clothes, but it's not. The suds messes up your washing machine. It clogs it up and it does a lot of damage to it. But
And
our lawn,
that's what causes the odor too, because those are all the fillers.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So our laundry detergent does not, and sometimes they feel like they feel people feel like it's not going to work because they don't see the suds. You see, I have
Mm-hmm.
another type of washer machine where I don't see anything, so I have no idea. I don't really look at it, but the detergent really with the bubbles it takes care of your laundry so well. It's unbelievable. But I've had some people that I've recommended the detergent, and they'll say that doesn't make any suds. And I'm like, well, it's supposed to wash your clothes. That's not put suds of soap on your clothes. And that's something that I've noticed. And also the detergent lasts forever. Like I have my husband and myself using it, and it'll take months before I have to buy a new one. It's unbelievable how you used to buy so much with other detergents, and with our detergent, it's so economical and it's very, very powerful, especially if you use it with the bubbles. If the person that was using it without the bubbles found that their white was white, well, now they're going to see it whiter when they use the bubbles. Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Thank you for sharing. Yeah,
Absolutely.
guys, you got to use the product. Miss Florence, if you're there, could you put your email in again? Because when I emailed you yesterday, it came back. So if you could put your email in the chat again for me.
Sure,
And
sure, I will. How are you, everyone? So I have a
doing
question
great.
regarding this detergent. For
Uh-huh.
somebody who do hand wash, is it idle for hand wash
Well,
or it's only for
let me
machine?
answer that question, Miss Florence. This one is, as you can see the ingredients here, right? Natural soda ash, baking soda, the plant, so forth. This is all natural. We don't
Okay.
have the toxic chemical in it like the other products that you buy over the counter. If you notice these over the counter detergents, there's no
Mm-hmm.
ingredients on the back because they're loaded with toxic chemical.
Okay. Thank you.
So this one is healthier because it does not have those toxic chemicals.
And I
Thank
wanted
you very much.
and I wanted to ask, did you mean if you're washing like clothing and things and on your hands, or did you
She said she
Yeah,
hand washes.
oh,
I
have
hand wash my clothes.
oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, if you
Oh,
And
yeah.
can.
Mm-hmm.
And
and
And if you go ahead.
speaking of having your hands in water, if you're
Mm-hmm.
if you're washing dishes, you're
Mm.
using our dishwashing detergent, it's not gonna make your hands rough and dry afterwards.
Yep.
Because I wash dishes all the time. I have a dishwasher, but I also wash dishes on my hand a lot. And I noticed because, like I said before, I have ran out of our Atomy dishwashing detergent, and we bought another one that's supposed to be all natural, and my hands got so rough. It was crazy until I got my order in, and when my order came in, my hands now are back soft because I don't wear gloves. I mean, I guess I could. We do have gloves, by the way, on our website, but I don't usually wear them. But they are that it does keep your hands nice and soft.
So as you guys can see on the screen, it exclude 26 type of skin irritant and allergen fragrance designed by the European Union and Korean Ministry. So it is excluding 26 type of skin irritant. So the fact that they're stating that means that's the amount that's in the products we're buying. And then the allergen-free fragrance that's in it, while also minimizing skin irritation. So this is an excellent, and this is our laundry detergent. And then it goes down here, which is what I love, what Maria mentioned earlier. Let me go back up. Are these testing that were done on the product, the derma test. So all these are on the website for you guys to just scroll through and read and share with your customers. And for those who complain about it not sudden, I just tell my customers, listen, I just want you to try it one time and see if not having the bubbles is going to make a difference to you when you see what your clothing look like when it comes out of the machine. That's all I ask them to do. If they're skeptical and they're close by, I will give them enough to do a load of mine. And I said, try it. And after they've tried that first load, I get an order. They're like, oh my gosh, my clothes came out so, and then I'll give them fabric softener along with it. So that's all you have to do, because we're so used to seeing all that sud going around in there. And it's a false sense of security that your clothing is clean, because we see that the clothes come out, the dirt still on the collar, the armpits turning orange if your clothing is white. How many of us have white and you look at the armpit and it's, I don't know if it's from I think it might be from the underarm deodorant that people are using. It's orange under there. The spots are still on some of the clothing. I've had so many individuals say to me, I've had to throw out so many of my white or light color clothing because these detergents are not doing the job. But once they start using ours, and also you will not have to worry about all that lint buildup in that tray, because guess what? All that lint that you're pulling out of your dryer every time is from your clothing breaking down, from the chemicals that's in these detergent that's slowly breaking down your clothes. You really don't see much of that when you use the Atomy detergent. You check your lint, there's not much in there to pull out. It will take you a long time for that tray to fill up using these detergent. So you're saving your clothing, and you will not have to worry about the bacteria building up in your washing machine, because that bacteria comes from the detergent that you're using. It's the same bacteria. It's the same bacteria that causes the odor in your clothing when you leave it in that washing machine overnight. That's constantly building up in your washing machine year after year. Guys, go on YouTube and look. I saw them did a testing on one of these TV shows, and the different type of bacteria they were finding in these washing machines blew my mind. It's all coming from the detergent that we're using. So it's healthier because you're not having bacteria on your clothing. Your clothes is not breaking down. There's no toxic chemical. It's saving, the life of your clothes and all that. So it's a win-win situation using these products. So as Miss Carol said, detox your home while you're detoxing your body, because it's all a part of the health of your health. It's going to make you healthier while you're taking the products internally. You're taking care of what you're breathing in, what's going on your skin, because your skin is the largest organ. It's going to absorb anything that's touching it. And then your liver and kidney has to process that. So I just want you guys to keep all that in mind. So, yeah.
Okay, I wanted to ask about the sheets, the laundry sheets. Any experience with them? Because I was thinking about maybe giving that as a little gift to someone. I mean, I do prefer, our laundry powder, but any experience with the sheets?
Yes. For me, I have my elderly community. They absolutely love it because everything is in it. You don't have to worry about the fabric softener. It's all included. And for them, it's easier instead of having to walk around with a bulky detergent and a bulky fabric softener. They absolutely love it. And I also know that the college students absolutely love it as well. I don't know if there's anyone on here that uses it. Miss Carol, have you used it, or Maria, or anyone else?
Yes, I use it. I love it.
Okay.
I've
Yes,
used it.
I use it too.
Especially when you go traveling, you can take them with you.
Yes, I use
To
it.
resorts and stuff, you can use it there. That way you don't have to carry so much. So I've used it for that.
Okay.
And
your
it makes
same results as with the powder?
Yes.
Same.
it makes
What I
a
love
great.
about the sheet, everything is included. You have your fabric softener, your detergent, and you have your whitener included in a sheet. The same thing. I don't know if any of you all have used the laundry pods. I currently use the laundry pods. I sell a lot of those. I'll be glad when they bring them to the US mall, but those laundry parts are really, really good and they're very affordable. I had a lady order 2 sets of them yesterday. So they work very well. We have to use our own products so we can let people know how they go. But the products are amazing. I have a lady who travels a lot and she makes sure that she have the laundry sheets before she go anywhere. She buys it from me because she loves it no matter where she is. She said she can do laundry. So, and as you said, now let the college students, the senior citizens, they are much better for them to have to pick up those heavy containers. So we have to share, share, and share. This guy said to me, well, we were going to train him, and it was something totally different. He was teaching people how to do network marketing. And he said people contact him all the time to ask him, how do I get more people in my business? And he said, why aren't you utilizing the people you already have? My team said the same thing to me, and I say, why aren't you follow up with those people? Okay, we got the laundry sheet. Have you introduced those to everybody in your downline? We have the laundry parts. Have you introduced those to them? Start introducing, and this is something that I'm teaching in my team now. If everybody use just the everyday sentence, it will make a huge difference. We have to
Yes.
buy for myself. It's called change the brand. Change from them other people until you're a customer. I buy nothing out of a store that added the sales. Nothing. Zero. People love to say, well, does it fit, will it be good for my wash machine? Yes. All detergent is good. A lady said to me the other day, she said, well, I have sensitive skin. I say, if you're buying sensitive skin stuff out of the store, you're not buying what you need. So yes, we have everything. We ask, always is good for Black people. Whether you ask that when you buy something out of a store, you just buy it.
Exactly.
Stop making excuses. I am so tired of hearing excuses. Yes, it's for everybody. Hans Paul said he did not make product for Koreans. He did not make product for Chinese people. He didn't make it for Black people, white people. He made product for people. People, period, across the board. So stop asking that question. And I'm not being ugly, but please, y'all, we ask the most asinine question that we should not be asking. Yes, yes, yes. Our product is good for everybody across the board. Young, old, Black, white, doesn't matter. Our products are good. So let's just share it with everybody. The toothpaste is amazing. If you're not sharing the toothpaste, something is wrong. Because that toothpaste is the bomb.com. Y'all have a blessed holiday.
Thank you, Ms.
Amen.
Carol.
That was
Amen.
pods from the World
The
Mall.
at Mall, yes.
Okay.
And also, you guys, the sheets. Those are really good to give away as samples. You know, with your, of course, with your contact information and the emphasis on how much money they can save because everything is in the sheets. You gotta everything right within the sheets. So that's a
Go
good
ahead,
way.
Maria. I gotta grab this. Keep talking, Maria.
That's
Take
a good
over.
way to introduce the laundry detergent. A 3-in-1 sheet that's easy to carry. Put it in a little gift bag, maybe with a toothpaste and a toothbrush, to your neighbors. To your neighbors with your contact information in there. They can get back to you. Then follow up and say, hey, did you use it yet? Have you tried it? Put some vitamin C in there. A 500 milligram and a 2,000, 500 for the kids. You know, and then get back with them. Follow up. Hey, what are your thoughts? Tell me your experience. I'm going to call you tomorrow. Let me know what you thought.
Maria,
Yes.
Odie, as you were saying, those sheets, once you use the sheets to do your hand wash, you would never use anything else. And the whitenings that's in that sheet, it makes your clothes snow white. And all I do, I don't even use a whole sheet or half a sheet. I do the half and then I do the half of that. And my hand wash clothes is like white like snow. You would never use anything else. They are really, really, really good to hand wash.
Exactly, because some of our more delicate items, we have to wash them on our hands,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and we have a way to safely do it and really to get them nice and clean. And we don't have to worry about them being worn down, the fabric, because
So
it's not
true.
going to eat it up.
Mm-mm.
So awesome. Yes, so, let's make sure that we use our products ourselves. Once you get your own testimony, take it and use it. Use a testimony, speak about everything that you have tried and be enthusiastic about it. And when you have your own testimony rather than someone else's, other people's testimonies are great, but people want to know, how did it help you and how can it help me? So you got to make sure you show the enthusiasm. Be enthused. Be enthused. And we've got, as I just saw Miss Carol talk about, she put in the chat about holiday gatherings. Okay, this is a great time. The 4th of July is tomorrow. If you're going to be gathering with anybody, this is a great time to talk about your product. You can bring everybody a little sample if you're going to be gathering with your family. Well, it reminds me, I need to put some packages together for my people. Yeah.
Tomorrow is the best time to utilize the Atomy lotion. It repels
Yeah.
mosquitoes. Make sure that you have that Atomy lotion with you, because people are steady moving around, swatting mosquitoes. Let them utilize your lotion. Just put a little bit in their hand, let them rub it on their bodies. I promise you that you will get some sales from that lotion.
Exactly. And it smells so good and leaves the skin so smooth and shiny without being oily.
So
Oh,
you're
yes.
mosquitoes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the body lotion repels mosquitoes.
Oh my.
That's one of the things that we have to realize. You have to learn about your product, and you learn by using them and using other people's testimony. When I first got in Adam and they talked about the body lotion repel mosquitoes, I said the devil is a lie. I know they lie. Because I know I live in Mosquito Alley. So I actually got off the Zoom when it was over, put on some body lotion and went outside. Nothing bit me standing on my porch. So I went in the middle of my yard. Nothing bit me. I went up on the tree. Nothing bit me. I was sold. So I tell the mosquito that it worked. Mosquitoes would not come around. We was at a vending event. One of my teammates, the mosquito was just swarming around her face. And everybody was just looking at her. So I gave her the body lotion. She put it on. We sold every drop of body lotion we had that day. Every one we all sold it because people saw it. They saw the mosquito run away from her face when she put that body lotion on.
We can't
It makes a difference. You have to do it. Another thing, people are going to be using all sorts of stuff tomorrow. I'm going to tell you something that's really important is I carried a dish detergent in a small container because I was at a fish fry and I waste mustard on my beautiful brand new white top. And I went in the kitchen and the lady said, "What you looking for?" I said, "That dish detergent that you purchased from me." And I took some with a napkin and I rubbed it on my top and I took some water and put on it. It came out. She was shocked. Everybody, when I went back outside, I said, "How did you get that mustard out?" Dish detergent. Nobody, they were shocked and amazed at what that dish detergent does. So I'm telling you, that's how you get customers. That's how you get people who want to come to buy the product when they feel different. So do something different for the 4th of July. Be blessed.
Yes, and
All
Miss
right.
Carol, Miss Carol did exactly what one of my customer did. I said to her, this body lotion will repel, because I'm here in South Florida, in Orlando. We have sandfly, horsefly, giant mosquitoes. We got all type of stuff eating us alive here in Florida. And I said to her, it helps with mosquitoes and all that. And she's like, what? So she bought. She said, typically, she's got a flower garden outside. She said, when I go out early morning, I have to have long sleeves on. I have to be covered all the way, my face, because there's so many mosquitoes. She said, well, I'm going to test this lotion for myself. She called me about 10. She said, she said, I went out there in shorts and spaghetti strap because I wanted to see for myself. She said, I came back in. She said, not once did I get bit by a mosquito. She was sold on that body lotion. And the farm workers here buy this lotion like crazy because of what it does, how it protects them. But it doesn't just protect you from you know, mosquitoes and sandflies and all that. It helps to repair your body. It helps with stretch marks, any type of issues, scratch, whatever going on with your skin. It's going to totally help to restore your skin. People that have that dry looking skin, I have a customer, her skin was so dry and looking like the Sahara Desert, and I just gave her some and she's like, oh my gosh, you got to see my hands and legs. She's still a customer. So as Miss Carol said, that gentleman is right. If you have your customers already, if they're only buying healthcare,
I did.
get them to buy the other products. Guys, can you mute your phone, please? Get them to buy the other products because you want your customers to go in.
Ready to do an order now, but
Miss Brenda, can you mute your phone, please? Yes. You want your customers to go in, and when they shop, you want them to shop from every category on your website when they go in and shop. Because that's what I've done with my customers. When they shop, they're dropping 300. So, you know, they're not going to shop every month because they're buying a large quantity of products. So you might not see them again for another 3 months. But they're shopping like that. So I take my time with my customers. When I get them on board, I'm working with them. I'm constantly educating them on the products because I want to retain my customers. And the way to retain your customers is if you have them shopping from every single category on your web.
Uh-oh, we can't hear you, Nova. And listen, if you're shopping from the @Gmail, get with your upline and your other team members so you can save on the shipping. Because the shipping is going to average anywhere from 35 to 40 something dollars. So why? You don't want to pay that whole fee yourself. So get with someone else in your upline, downline to see who needs something from the @Gmail, from the global mall, so that you can save money. And but just be mindful that the PV is only going to go under one member ID. So just be mindful of that. But you do want to be able to save money. I remember once we ordered something and as a team, and I think our shipping, instead of that $35 or $45, it was only $5 a piece. But understand that they do have a limit. I think you can't go over $300. So, but if you're going to order something from that mall, make sure that, you know, if you want to save money, just do it with a group. See who else needs something from over there. See who else needs some Termicin or some inner collagen or our SCI microbiome probiotics.
Oh my gosh, Marie, I'm so excited about that. I just got mine come in for my daughter, and I can't wait to see what it's going to do for her gut health.
Awesome, awesome.
I got kicked off, so I just came back on. Go ahead, keep going. I was just excited to hear about that microbiome.
No, I was just saying if you're going to shop over in that global mall, try to do it as a group. But understand that you're going to have to use only one member ID.
Mm-hmm. Guess what? I did that with Miss Ruth. We're not on the same team, but we live in the same area. So guess what? I want the products. I'm not going to worry about the volume that I'm not getting.
Right.
So we're just working together to get the products. Because at the end of the day, it's costly if you're doing it by yourself. So I'm not going to stress about the volume. So work with whomever you can to get the products, because there's some great products over there. As you guys can see, that inner collagen is still sold out. I have customers wanting that inner collagen, but it's sold out. So hopefully we'll get it soon.
I'm sorry, Novelet. It's back on. It's back on.
Oh, it is? Oh, wonderful.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I have 3 orders, 3 individuals waiting for it. Great, great, great. Miss Florence, did you? Oh, yes, you did. Let me go back in there and get your email, because I got kicked out of the system. So is there anything else we wanted to talk about before? Oh, no. Where's the
2
chat?
weeks. That's what she said. She told me 2 weeks. So what I'm gonna do, let me text it. Yeah, she said another 2 weeks. I think the daughter's kind of, sickly. Yeah. Wait, let me do this.
Miss Florence, could you put your email in again? Because when I got kicked out and came back, everything in the chat is gone. Maria, there was a question in the chat. I believe there was a question in the chat. I'm not seeing it anymore.
I'm not seeing a question. Oh, for children with autism? Was that one?
Yeah, I believe so.
Hemohim. And ginkgo natto, that's in our global mall.
Oh, it's CA. Okay, I got it, Miss Florence. I did .com, but it's CA for Canada. Okay, got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So
I have
it's
a question.
11. Go ahead, Miss Jojo.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I love this momentum morning. It's amazing. So I have someone who approached me. It's a lady who is over 55, and she said every morning she wakes up with heaviness and also bone issues, like bone maybe get breaking, like little by little. You see, when they are telling us to take more calcium and everything. So she was asking me if there is anything she can take to take her heaviness away and also to build up back her bones.
Oh, wow. Well, definitely Hemohim Plant Calcium and the inner collagen that I just mentioned. Now, the inner collagen is on that Korean website. Are you familiar with the Korean website?
No.
Okay, so are you seeing my screen now?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so
there is just Atomy.
Yeah, right where it says on the left side at the top where it's blue, it says United States. Do you see that?
Actually,
on the
no,
left
but
of the screen.
we don't see your screen.
You're not seeing my screen anymore? Oh,
No.
maybe when I got kicked off, the sharing went away. So let me share again. Start sharing. Okay, are you seeing my screen now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back. So at the top where it says United States in the blue, the top left.
Yes, yes.
You see the little drop down arrow right there?
Yes, I do.
Okay, when you click on it, it opens up and you're gonna go to at.gmall. Do you see the at.gmall?
I see Atomy Corp. I see CH Atomy. I see AZA.
Okay, directly across from CH Atomy on the right.
Oh, the other side, the other side.
Okay.
at.gmall.
That's what you want to click on. And that's the Korean mall that's attached to the US mall. Now, when you first log in, you have to choose your country. So once you choose your country, then it will open up and you'll see this here. You just scroll on down And as Miss Valerie just said, the inner collagen is back. And that SC microbiome that Maria mentioned is over here too. That's excellent, I almost said plant calcium, excellent probiotic. And this is the turmeric that we mentioned for the joint health. It's over here as well. The biotin is over here. The borage oil is over here. There's a lot over here. Let's go down. What are we looking for again? Oh, yeah. So here's the probiotics here on the left, the SC microbiome. And here's the inner collagen. Thank you, Lord, it's back. Because I actually have an order sitting there and I have 2 other individuals waiting on it. Oh, come on. Why is my screen why is it not opening? Oh. Yeah. Okay, here you go. So this is it's 26 US dollars. And they can also add this to it.
Okay, this will work on a bones issue?
Well, as we get older, we start having bone degeneration. That's where you see, let me show the photo here. Most of us are used to seeing this as we get older, and we accept it because here in the US, the doctors tell you it is normal. It's old age. As you get older, these are the things that happen. It is not normal. It's normal here in the US. But look, this is what happens as we lose collagen because your bones need it as well. So we need the calcium, we need the collagen to keep us healthy because our bone is the foundation of our body. And that's why as you get older, they start doing that bone degeneration test to see where you're at. We don't want to end up looking like that. Because how many of us know individuals in their 80s and 90s and 100 and they're still at the same height they were when they were young in their 20s and 30s and 40s? They still maintain that height. They didn't shrink and go downhill like that. It's not normal. So these products really do, and let's go back up, and it shows you here from head to toe why we need collagen, because most people feel the only reason we need collagen is to have nice, firm, healthy skin. But our eyes, our teeth, our skin, every single part of our body, our cartilage, our bone, our nails, our muscles, our tendons, the blood, internal organs, even our hair. So as we start to lose collagen, we also start to lose our hair. So that's another reason why we need the collagen. So don't neglect it because you feel you don't need it for, you don't care if your skin's going to start sagging and all that, because we care about our hair. We care about being able to see. We want to keep our teeth in our mouth and all that. We want to have healthy muscles and tendons and all that. And this is where the collagen comes in as well.
And you'll miss it when it's gone.
Oh, yeah.
And for the earlier, someone had asked for an 80-year-old who was having issues with their knees. This inner collagen, also make sure you get that for them.
Is this also good for men or just women?
All of us.
Okay.
We have the same makeup. Our bodies are made exactly the same.
Okay, because my husband has a friend who's complaining about his knee. Okay, now hurting him, and of course I was thinking the hemohim and maybe the
turmeric. Yeah.
But I'm wondering if this should be added.
Yes, I would definitely add it.
I would definitely add it along with the plant calcium.
The plant calcium as well, okay.
And as it says here, skin collagen decreased by 1% from the age of 20. Women have less collagen than men, and women's skin aging process is faster. So it will show more on us. That's a lot of times you'll see, you'll see the aging process a lot quicker on us ladies, because we're losing collagen at a much faster rate than men. So at the age of 20, really, we should start taking collagen. once I learned this, I'm like, oh, my daughter needs to be in this because she's in her 20s. I did not know that, but thank God I didn't really have this challenge, but I'm taking it to make sure. But we see this in this generation now because of the poor diet, the lack of nutrients. You're seeing it in these kids that's in their 20s. You're seeing the signs of aging. So they really need to start taking these products. And it's all about education as we educate, because I was sharing this with a young lady at my church and she said, what? I didn't know that. She said, oh, I need for myself and I got to get one for my daughter too, because her daughter's in her 20s. So as we learn, we go out and educate others.
Is this one different from the pomegranate we have?
I'm sorry, is it different from what?
They are what we have. I'm in Canada. They are what we have as skin belt collagen, and there is another one through pomegranate beauty.
Okay.
I don't know
I
if
do
they are
know that
similar.
I did notice that Atomy had a different one as well. But this is the one we have here in the US. You guys have a different one. I should go on the Canadian side and see what you guys have over there. But sometimes when I go on the Canadian side, I'm like, why is it that they have these products and we don't have them? So
you guys, you do have more quality than we do. Yes, we do have more, but they are like those one to clean the liver.
The milk thistle.
We don't have that one, and we really want it. And we cannot order from your side.
But if you have someone here, they can order it for you and ship it to you.
I think it will cost more than ordering from Korean side. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if it's on the Korean side, you can get it. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so it's 11:34, guys. So thank you we did good today, even though we didn't really have I wasn't able to go on but it worked out great.
Great participation, everyone.
Yes, I'm loving it. And guys,
and can someone tell me what is for sciatic nerves we can use?
Lots and lots of water. Lots of water, because that also comes up under chronic dehydration. You know, the sciatica nerve, the pinched, the bulging disc, and all those things shows up under dehydration. So increase the water intake, and then
spirulina too, vitamin D3. We also have our pain patches.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those wonderful pain patches.
Alaska omega-3. We got a lot of stuff. B complex. You know, what's our multivitamin? That'll cover a lot.
Yes.
Vitamin D3 also. We have a lot. We actually have a protocol for it, you guys.
So as you mentioned the multivitamin, Maria, because we were just whining about losing the color food multivitamin, Nick said that there was a notification that said the reason why we no longer have it here is because it's being upgraded. So I'm excited about that. I can't wait to see what upgrade was done when they bring it back. But he called me, I think 2 days ago, to let me know that. So we'll see.
I'm glad that we're up. I like when we upgrade. It just takes a minute.
Yep.
Then to get it done.
And make it better. Wait, it's not like when you go to the store and it says, what do they new and improve? When you see new and improve at the grocery store, don't touch it. It's never the same. But when Atomy says it's new and improved, it really is. So I love it. But guys, play around with your Korean website. There's so many wonderful products over here. It is amazing. Just take some time to click on the button and come over here and try it. Look, kid gummy multivitamins. Then there's Atomy Balanced Life. Then you have the bellflower root. Just read up on these products. This is another, this is a ginseng sticks over here. Then you have the glucose care banaba. That's for, you know, diabetic. And then you have the quantum energy sticks here. I've not tried that. The triple up protein powder, I want to try that. I keep saying I'm going to, and I never remember. The biotin, the turmeric, which we talked about. The chewable calcium for the kids, I would assume. And then this is the bitter melon for your blood sugar. This is also an excellent product to add for those with diabetes. The rhubarb queen, the borage oil. There's a lot over here. This omega for those who are vegan, because I do have individuals that do not want that regular omega that we have over there. So if you have the vegan, we have it over here. That's the microbiome. We talked about that. The fine sign is over here. It's upgraded, so it's not back on the US website yet. As it says, renewed. And, you know, folic acid from lemon extract, probiotic set here, the inner balance, the green propolis immune gummies. So these are great for the kids too. So you see, ginkgo natto, stomach health. This is for good sleep, for those who have sleep issues. It's over here. If you have customers that's complaining about not being able to sleep, Hemoheme helps with that a lot. Kids probiotics, and the list goes on and on. These are for the kids here. Kids red ginseng, chewable omega, and then it goes on to other products here. So come on, you got your regular US website to learn the products and over here. So there's a lot to offer your customers. So thank you so very much, Maria and everyone. It was amazing. I love it. So go use all the products we touched on today. If you've never tried them, and as Miss Carol said in the training she was in, when the people said, how can we get more customers? He said, why don't you focus on the ones you have and get them up and running to shop in every category on your website. Just the customers you have shopping will make a difference if they start shopping from every category. And let me tell you, your customers will love you when they start using these products. Because I know my customers, they absolutely love the products. They love, love, love their products. They see the difference. So share the products with your customers. Because I met a lady, and this is the last thing I'm going to say. I met a lady, and it's a nurse that introduced her to the product, and the nurse placed the order for her. And I was going over a few of the products, and she said, what? She never told me about that. I didn't, because she's using Hemoheme. And I said, oh, you have your own website? And she's like, oh, I can have my own website. And then I'm going over all the different she had no clue. Because this lady's just selling her the products that maybe those are the only products she's using. So that's the product she's marketing to her. But I started going through the list of other products that's available to her, and she had no clue. You don't want to lose the customer you have because you're only selling them a few products and you did not register them, or even if they're registered, you didn't walk them through the website. And a lot of times people are so busy, they do not have the time to go look at everything. So your job is to let them know what is available. Because she's like, can I register with you and get my own website? So share, because you never know what product people are going to really gravitate towards. So that's it. Let me stop sharing.
I am sorry, I have a last question.
Okay,
I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm so exciting though. I have someone in my family who is more than 8 years with no child. Do you know what they can use for fertility?
Listen, I always say this, detox the body. I have heard many testimonies of women that were not able to have, and they go and do a major detox, and there came the baby.
And Hemohim will get that going.
We have had testimonies, right, Maria? We've had testimonies, right?
Yes, Hemohim and Noni juice. Noni juice says say there's a baby in every bottle of Noni juice, but I don't know how true that is. But that's the saying that yes. And then for the husbands, saw palmetto, the wife can take it too. She also want to get those hormones right with our Sephora Queen. And what else, Noble, that we were talking about that the other day? It was something else that helps balance hormones in women that we have.
The pomegranate beauty is also good. We have something on the Korean side. What was it again?
I know we have Sephora Queen, we have Rhubarb Queen, but it seems like it's something else. I can't recall the top of my head.
Remember, the Sephora Queen, Rhubarb Queen, of course.
Oh, borage oil, the borage oil.
And I just mentioned it over there, the borage oil. And guys, remember, Hemohim is always going to be the main ingredient. And you can add the noni. But this is why detox, remember, our bodies do not function optimally because it's been so corrupt. This is how I want you guys to look at it. We clean our car, we vacuum our home, we're cleaning our home, we clean the swimming pool, we clean the fish tank because buildup happened. But we don't ever think of cleaning our bodies. And as things build up, we're 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, you keep going, but we have never cleansed the body. And that's what's happening. So the body can no longer function properly. There have been testimonies with Hemohim, and I've heard testimonies with other products where people were able to have babies after they've done a major cleansing of the body. And also hydration is a big factor as well. And especially if these women were on birth control pills for years and years, they are not telling the truth that these things can also cause a problem later. Because think about it, every month they're taking those pills and they're not natural, they're not plant-based. There's residue being left behind in the body. So you have to detox when you get off that birth control pill as well. Because even if you get pregnant with that, you don't want all that toxicity from that birth control pill of you taking it 5, 10, 15, 20 years passing on to your baby. Whatever is in your body is what's being passed on to the child. So all these babies that are being born with all these health challenges, and you know, I say it, whatever is in the mother's body is going to transfer over to the baby, because the baby has to live in that body for 9 months. And if the body is toxic, that baby is swimming around in toxic amniotic fluid, which nurses are seeing that a lot. I have friends that work in that neonate, and they said that these amniotic fluids are so stink. And they're like, these babies are coming out with all type of skin issue and all type of health challenges. We gotta keep our bodies clean to have healthy babies. And that's another thing I think we need to teach the younger generation as we're doing this, because guess what? We're health and wellness. What did Mr. CJ call himself? Crusaders. We're health and wellness crusaders if we're doing this. Our job is to educate. We meet these young couples and they're starting out. You need to educate them. You need to sit them down and say, if you have a healthy baby, this is what you need to do. You need to start cleaning your body up. And this is what we have that's going to do that. Because a lot of these babies are being born with so many health challenges. And it comes from the parents, not just the mom, because it also comes from the father, because it takes two to make a baby. And it's a shame what's happening to these babies. And parents are not being told that you're the vehicle that's carrying this child. Whatever is in your body is what you're passing on to your kids. And they're coming out with so toxicity. I had a friend in my church in West Palm Beach years ago. That baby had eczema from head to toe. That baby came out of the womb with eczema from the scalp all the way down. And of course, guess what? that baby turned out to end up having autism, which was not shocking because the cesspool of what that baby was in for 9 months. So all these things matter. So we should all become health crusaders, as Mr. CJ calls himself, and really educate, especially when we're coming across these younger couples that want to have babies. So I will end on that.
Hi, Novelette. I have a question then. Would you suggest a person that's in their 8th month going through problems to use the Hemohim?
Well, there was a testimony on that Thursday night call. Everyone should get on it. We always say so. That lady had health challenges with her pregnancy, and she took the Hemohim. Baby came out healthy. Everything went away. So, you know, we used to say, don't take the Hemohim when you're pregnant, but it's up to the individual if they want to take that chance, because for her, it was either she didn't really have anything to lose because they were telling her that baby might not come to, you know, she might not have been able to keep that baby. So she took the chance and she took the Hemohim. Maria, do you remember what the challenges were with that baby? Are you still there?
I'm still here, but I don't remember. I think I may have missed that testimony.
Yeah. I'm going to contact Mr. Bernard and ask him about that. But that was a powerful, that's what changed
But
my
was
mind.
that the one that had the baby that had Down syndrome?
I know there was one, I think there might have been Down syndrome and others with that baby.
Oh, you're talking about while they were in vitro, while she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I missed that testimony. I need to listen to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Mr. Bernard about that one. See if I can get a copy of that to play here. But that blew my mind. I was like, wow. And this is why we should all get on that Thursday night call. There are some powerful testimonies that come forth on that call. And as Maria suggested, you can talk to the doctors on there. So hopefully you guys will get on that call tonight at 8 p.m. And it's always posted in the, yeah. Always Hemohim, guys. Okay, so we're going to end it here today. We've gone way over time. So thank you guys for sticking around, and see you tomorrow.